diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limousine riding, jet flying, son of a gun, and I'm having a hard time holding these alligators.
You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on us, flaring on us. We Ric Flairing on us. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on us, flaring on us. Yeah, we Ric Flairing on us, flaring on us. It's apparent these girls staring. I'm Ric Flairing, gold across my chest. I'm fresh to death. I'm Paul Bearing, not at all scary. One eye open like Betty Wops and find to these circles that's going in like a carry shot. Woo! I'm going in like a Mary Pop off that Mary Crop at the top flow at the Marriott. So questioning me is like questioning you. See, we the best dressed, so come and get blessed with the crew. Not one but two, different ways to slaughter your crew. Committed tat across the chest, I guess she blessed with the truth. People want to see them checks, representation of proof. Living through my elders, trying to resonate to the youth. But ain't nothing to get my flash on. Longevity is heavily embedded in my melanin. Layman terms, I last long. My grind repetitive, I'm smoother than real silk. Lyrical cash cow who can't cry over spilled milk. We in here. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on us, flaring on us. We Ric Flairing on us, flaring on us. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on us, flaring on us. We Ric Flairing on us, flaring on us. This ain't no normal situation, this preparation with greatness. Industry full of fakeness is really up for the taking. See, life is what happened to you, more so how you take it. Don't get stripped of your knowledge and mentally leave you naked. I like to live otherwise. I'm sorry that I'm fresh to death. I put the polo and apologize. See, black son, we ain't nothing like the mother guys. Quit to socialize, we organize, then we mobilize. Off the deep end like a scuba diver. And no confusion, just keep it pushing like Uber drivers. Business fresh just like a supervisor in a Gucci visor. Can't find a smoother rhymer. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on us, flaring on us. We Ric Flairing on us. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on us, flaring on us. We Ric Flairing on us, flaring on us.
Yeah, DQ baby. Shout out that boy Nigga for that fire track. Hey, Black Sun, sun up. What's up, Vinny Vegas? What in Vegas? Yeah. Shout out Pharaoh's Kids, D-Phase. Yeah. Bubba C. Yeah. Ric Flairing on them. Ric Flairing on them. Ric Flairing on them. Ric Flairing, sun up, baby.
Hey, yo, Scotty, you going crazy for this one. We see what you're doing, we salute you. Hey, let's get it started. It's Backpack Capital One. What's in your wallet? Got a call from my man A. Scott. I said I got it. Love that you highlighting all of these black colleges. Try to pay me for doing this. Look, bruh, if you don't get off my line with that foolishness, voice of the swag, pull up where you at, no cap. If the Brody is speaking the soft facts, my advice, tune in to every show. Captain Petty, but we know that the sergeants are with the smoke. Speculate, just tell me what is we doing. Get into it, okay, look, I'ma say this and keep it moving. My boy Scotty, man, he off of the leash. Black grad, paying college, I'm glad that he called me. Walking cause we all been taught that talk is cheap. Even primetime knows Scott for the HBCU streets.
What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Scotty. Listen, we back with another one. Let me turn my headphones up so I can hear myself. All right, appreciate it. Make sure you get in here. Make sure you go ahead and like the stream. I got 125 people up in here. Make sure you go ahead and like the freaking stream. All right, I want to thank all you guys for tuning in as always. All right, listen, we going to get right into it. But first I do it, make sure you download the HBCU League Pass Plus app. This weekend, they showed the Big Cat Classic on the HBCU League Plus. And let me tell you, the production was A1. The production was A1. So make sure you go check that out. I'm telling you, it was A1 production. Go check that out. Go support that and as well. Listen, it is OBC week. It is OBC week, and we in here. We talking OBC. We're going to talk a whole bunch of week 1 games. Remember, tonight, 8 o'clock after Glow Show, we're going to be breaking down the post-game review for the FAMU game, Alabama State and Howard game, as well as talking about some top week 1 matchups, including the game of the week, the OBC. All right, so we're going to be talking about that, so make sure you guys are locked in tonight, 8 o'clock. All right, you already want to know what it is. Tailgate tours in full effect. I will be touching down in the great city of Miami. Welcome to, where is my slide? I didn't get my slide. They took my slide from me. All right, so I'll be touching down either Friday or Saturday for the OBC. All right, we're still up in the air about that. We're still debating it, but I will be at the OBC. If you see me, say what's up. If you got a problem with me, keep it pushing. All right, listen. Word on the street is we talking injuries and eligibility. We talking injuries and eligibility. Remember, this is all word on the street. All right, I just give it to you how I heard it. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I ain't say it was breaking news. I just said word on the street. This is what the streets is telling me, so I'm telling you what the streets are telling me. All right? Now, listen, from what I've been told, is that there is a 50-50 play on Travis Hunter. Now, from what I've also been told is that he hasn't been practicing for the past week or so. So I don't know how much game shape Travis Hunter's in. I really don't. From what people are telling me, he hasn't been practicing. He hasn't been doing a lot of contact because of the injury. So I don't know what type of Travis Hunter you're going to get. Now, listen, I know a lot of you guys are dick riding, but there's only so much I can say. Listen, you can be a top flight athlete and still need game conditioning. Let's not play these games. All right. Let's not play these games. He's not that good. All right. He's not that good to where it's like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like he don't practice and now he walks into a game 1 situation. That is not, no. I don't think he's that good. I don't think a lot of people are that good to where you don't have game time conditioning and you just come in. So, hey, if he's 50-50, he's a go. 50-50, he's not a go. But listen, I'll tell you one thing. If he is not a go, it's going to be a lot of sad faces out in the crowd. I'll tell you this, it's going to be a lot of, it's going to be a lot of sad faces in the crowd. All right, this one, I said uncertain to play because I don't know. Like I said, somebody said 50-50 that he could be held in now. Now, this one, I know for sure. Oh, sorry. This one I know for sure. This one I absolutely know. This boy he got an injury. All right. He got an injury. He has messed up his shoulder. He hasn't practiced in the last, 4 or 5 days. I know that for a fact. So from what now, I don't know how bad the injury is to his shoulder, but somebody said he's probably like 80 from where he was to where he is now. He's probably about 80%, 80, 90%. But at the end of the day, listen, I know it because I know this one for a fact. This boy ain't been practicing. You know what I'm saying? So listen, an 80% Shador is better than 100% anything else. Listen, I ain't gonna lie to you. 80% Shador, 90% Shador is better than a lot of people's 100%. All right, that at the end of the day, so I just listen. If I'm not mistaken, didn't he mess up his shoulder against Delta State? Because that could be a nagging injury. That could be a little nagging injury in regards to Shador and his shoulder. I don't know if it's the same shoulder he messed up during that Delta State game, but I have gotten confirmation that he has not been practicing probably for the last 3 or 4 days. Listen, I believe in veteran days, but I mean the boy's like 19, 20 years old, like you know what I'm saying. But when you listen, when you your daddy's favorite, you get the blessings and victories of a lot, you know, you get the humble. You just it just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to practice like everybody else because you the golden child. You know what I'm saying? You the golden boy. So it is what it is. But no, I pray that he's 100% by the time the game comes on. Listen, it is what it is. And I hope that your source is lying. Hey, he could be lying. That's why it's called World. Hey, listen, man. It's not called breaking news. It's called Word on the Street. All right, it's called Word on the Street. All right, so also Word on the Street is that FAMU should be good to go. All right, Word on the Street is that FAMU should be good to go, but who's still uncertain for what I've been told on the street. Listen, this is Word on the Street. Listen, I don't gotta be HBCU game day. Okay, I don't gotta be them. I don't need to be them. I don't have to be, oh my God, I ain't talk to the higher. I don't give a damn. If it's wrong, it's wrong. You think I don't care. Like, okay, he plays. Congratulations. Like, that's what's called Word on the freaking street. All right. So word on the street is that they should be good to go. I have talked to some players. They said, hey, I'm good. Some players aren't good. But the ones I haven't really heard about is BJ Bowler and Land. I don't know. Maybe they could be holding it in the back just to, drop it later. But these two guys, I have not got any confirmations that they'll play. So that's why I said they should be good to go for a lot of the players that you heard that weren't playing. But those two starters are still kind of up in the air for me and what I've heard, because I haven't heard much about them. So that's just a little bit of Word on the Street for what's going on out here in these HBCU football streets and stuff like that. So I know your boys on List Street. Oh, yeah, that's facts. Now that is a fact. Big time. All right, so BJ, no. Land, yes. Okay, well, that's another word in the street. See how it happens, a word in the street? Word from the chat. All right, word from the chat. So listen, this week is going to be a full-fledged football week. Listen, if I can get some film, I'm going to try to break down as much film as I can. Call lines are open, 518 as always. 518-263-8124, 518-263-8124. I'm going to try to break down as much film as I can. I'm going to try to break down the Aggie and Eagle Classic as well, and some other week one matchups that I'm very interested in. You're going to listen, if you want the heavy-duty Stephen F. Austin and Alcorn breakdown, take your ass to Blue, because that is not a breakdown I'm about to get into. It's a game. It's not really, it's a great game. It's an important game, but I'm like, whatever. All right, so that's a blue lane. All right, UAB and probably A&M, that's a blue lane. So I'm going to watch it, and depending on how it goes, I'm going to talk about it. But same thing with the Alabama A&M, UAB, okay, cool. It is what it is. But at the end of the day, looking into it, you're like, I'm watching it, but I'm not really watching it. All right. Hopefully they do. If they can be anywhere competitive as FAMU, then you got to win on your hands. So we'll go from there and talk about that when it happens. All right. But I want to talk about I heard Lane is probably suiting up. That's good. The hoodie is actually made by a subscriber on the channel. Ty made this. All right, Ty, it's stitched. It's a hockey hoodie. I absolutely love it. She gave it to me for my birthday, so it is what it is. Hey, caller, you live? Talk to me.
What's up, Smoke, man?
What's up, Smoke? Talk to me.
I just want to say I was very impressed with FAMU's performance this past Saturday.
Talk to me.
I know Schoolboy said different, but not to have all your players, if they really played a good game. I feel like the quarterback was very accurate. I feel like if we prepare well, there's not going to be a problem. But from what I've seen, firsthand, with that not even being possibly their starters, they look damn good.
How do you think Musa's going to look? Because I'm gonna probably do a film breakdown on Wednesday morning on like how FAMU has to pick up the blitz and showing some Jackson State type stuff. Because that's really what you're dealing with. Honestly, you're dealing with Jackson State blitzing, and you're going to deal with the air raid style. And I'm probably going to have somebody call in to kind of explain the air raid style of what they're going to try to do at Jackson State wise to attack FAMU's defense. But what do you see the game looking like going forward?
Honestly, I think if he handled, North Carolina didn't blitz as much as I don't think we're going to. I know for sure we definitely want to blitz, try to get some pressure on him, maybe send Aubrey back there. But the way the offensive line handled North Carolina's defensive line, if they can do the same, because if I'm not mistaken, I think their right tackle was not a starter, correct?
Yeah, you're correct.
Yeah. So if they can get the whole starting offensive line back out there and find a way to stop that blitz that we're going to send, I think it's going to be a pretty good ball game for FAMU, not going to lie.
No, I think I definitely, like I said, I definitely don't think it's going to be a 7-6 game. It's definitely going to me, I think it's going to be over maybe 20, 30 points. You know what I'm saying? Depending on how everything flows.
It's going to be a high scoring game.
Yeah.
Also, I was very impressed with Alabama State's performance. I love their quarterback. I love their quarterback. He is a definition of a true dual threat. He can do it on his feet, on the run. He can throw on the run. He can do it. I love that quarterback.
I want to see more. We all see he can run. We all see that. I want to see what he looks like when you make him have to throw, stand in the pocket, and not improvise. I mean, the one deep throw he made, I mean, it was an easy read. The safety was down in the box. It was 1-on-1 press man. The guy beat him. Chenault beat him, and he threw a great fade ball. But you know, you want to see. Don't get me wrong. I think some of the throws he did off the run were pretty good. The receivers just dropped them. If I'm being honest, you know what I'm saying. The 2 times he broke out from, he threw it, and the guys just dropped it. So I want to see what he looks like when you make him stay in the pocket and have to pick you apart and do that type of situation. But I think you'll see that with better competition. Anything else, Smoke?
That's all, man.
All right, man. Appreciate the call. I think I saw somebody earlier say something I wanted to touch into. Listen, bro, like this is it really shows, like some stuff shows like just how slow you Bama's breathing about football. You don't get tape on people in one game. Everybody knows it takes you at least 3 to 4 games to find out somebody's tendencies. What are you talking? Like what? You is no way that you have picked up Moose's tendencies off one game. There's no way. There's not enough tape. There's not enough situation football to understand that you've picked up somebody's tendencies in one game. Shut up. Shut up. Like some of y'all just need to stop talking about football because you don't know what you're talking about. Oh, we got tape on. You got one game. It's one game. Come on, man. Stop it, bro. Stop it. Dre, coming to you. You live.
Oh, we got tape on. You got one game. It's one game. Oh, man.
What's up, Dre? You live.
Dre, coming to you.
Hello?
Yeah, you live, Dre.
Hey, man.
Hey, turn your background down for me.
I think, I tell him turn it down. I'm at the office. So I think it's good. I think, from the Jackson State point of view, I think it's important that you just have them healthy. Yeah. Travis is going to need to get in shape, but you want them healthy. This is the one thing where, you talk about HBCUs taking care of them type of players. You don't want to rush him. You don't want to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You want to make sure he's fully healthy. That's how you take care of him, and that's why you have depth. You don't want to rush him. You want to make sure he's fully healthy because, he's an NFL prospect. Everybody has said that. So, I think but from the FAMU's perspective, I heard that the SWAC had to send compliance people to Tallahassee to help them out.
Hey, let me say this. I get on McCullough a lot. I gotta give him credit for that. You gotta get credit where credit is due. Shout out to the commissioner for sending compliance.
But to me, he had no choice because it looked bad. It looked bad. You got one of your best teams that looks bad. You have to go and save them, especially when they right down the street.
That's
Birmingham and Tallahassee.
Maybe 2 hours.
6 hours away.
I don't know, maybe like 4 or 5 hours.
Exactly. Ain't nothing but a van ride. So, but I hope that they get everything cleared up. Well, at least most of their players can play and everything. So, but I think it's just important from Jackson State's point of view to get everybody healthy. You know, so if that means you sitting out and everything, especially Shador, who's played last year, I mean, he gets mental reps, but you know, you want your starting quarterback healthy. That's not even Aaron Rodgers ain't played all preseason. And he got new receivers.
Yeah. I mean,
so I think it's.
I think the thing with the air raid, and like you said, Shador played last year. The air raid offense, I believe. The air raid, the verb, most terminology in the air raid is not really sophisticated. It's not like overly sophisticated, so it doesn't bog your mind. Like you can pick it up really quickly, and it's just really the option routes that off of it. You know what I'm saying? Talking to a guy who, I was talking to a coach from New Jersey in Twitter, and we was talking about it, and he just said the difference between an air raid system and most systems is just that, you know, you put a lot on the receivers to understand spacing and understand where they're supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? You tell the quarterback to throw to a space in the receiver, and you have to be on the same page to understand where you want the ball to be.
Yeah. So, but like I said, I think it's just important. I think it's a good move to hold them out, and also it allows your whoever's your two to get some valuable reps, just in case. So.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, it can never hurt to get your backup ready. Always got to have somebody ready.
Nah. Yeah, it can't hurt you at all for your backup to get some time.
All right, man. Appreciate the call, though, Dre.
Appreciate
it. Hey, I want to bring up a topic that Shelby said, because, you know, he just effing it up, but I'll give him credit on this one. If you go back and watch my post-game review of this game, I said I love Shador's moxie, and I felt that he was the only one that came. He was the only one that was pushing to, even though he made the mistake at the end that threw the pick to seal the game. I said if you watch the game, he had a will to win, and I respected that about him. So I definitely said that in the post-game review. I was like, Shador came to play. He had the will. I mean, he wasn't clicking on all cylinders. The offense wasn't clicking on all cylinders. But his will to win and how he fought through the adversities that he was going through, I admired him for that. Even though, like I said, he threw the pick at the end to seal the game. At the end of the day, I still think he played a hell of a game, just with all the pressure that he was dealing with and everything that he was going through. That he still stepped up and kept throwing the ball and kept pushing it. I was like, yeah, that's dope. Yeah, it was a good game though. No, aren't you supposed to be on somebody else's channel? Aren't you supposed to be on somebody else's channel? Why are you here? Why are you even here? You got enough channel hopping as you need to do. Come on, man. Why you even here? You know what I'm saying? So listen, man, this is gonna be a dope week though. This is definitely gonna be a dope week. And somebody said something about, I think Paris said, you know, people labeling Musa the truth. You think I don't be caring? I don't be caring. But nah, this is my thing. What was I about to say? Shoot. Paris said, like, you know, Musa being the truth after one game. Listen, there is things about, like, when you watch a quarterback or when you watch a certain player that they just have flashes and you're like, oh, that kid can be special. All right. Oh, that kid can be this, or oh, that kid can be that. And I think that's what you see. Now, people who label moves, like, to me, like, even with Quincy Casey, right? So I'll give a good case. Quincy Casey, you already know, big fan. That's my guy, QC. He had flashes of greatness. Like, you could see the talent, the arm talent that he has makes him stupid crazy. You just want to see it consistently. You know what I'm saying? Andrew Body. You know what I'm saying? You see the greatness on Andrew, but you've seen it consistently. Him trying to, you know, the Gremlin game, not so good, not so much, but you want to see it continued. So I think with Musa, to see the flashes of what he can be is like, oh, man, that kid can be special. And then you just want to see him put it together consistently. And to put it together, to have a game that he did against UNC just lets you know that, you know, he can play on this level, and I think he can be very successful at this level as well. Mr. Campbell, coming to you. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
Scotty, you know, here on the Offscript News Network, we provide news to people.
Facts.
Your on-the-street correspondent has news that needs to be reported. I have the official letter that the football team sent Dr. Robinson.
What?
And I would like to read it for you.
Go ahead.
This is live news, Scotty.
Wow.
Nobody else has this. This is exclusive. I have the official letter. All right.
That's breaking news right there. Breaking
Here we
news.
Breaking news from the Negro News Network. Offscript. Here's the letter from the football team, August 28th, 2022. Dr. Robinson, we, the members of the 2022 Rattler football team, would like to address several issues that have an adverse effect on our lives, our future, and the student-athlete experience at FAMU. To date, we have kept these issues within the university structure, but since they have not been adequately resolved, we will release this statement to the FAMU Board of Trustees and Florida Board of Governors. 1, financial aid. Each semester, we have issues with our financial awards being posted in a timely manner. We are repeatedly told it's a new system. It's taking longer to post than normal. This response is completely unacceptable. This delay in funds has repeatedly left us unable to pay for our basic daily needs. There are also cases of players having evictions filed against us, which reflects on our credit reports. We are sure that you are keenly aware of the damage that a poor credit file can have on individuals beginning their professional careers. Additionally, unpaid balances from our financial aid processes prevent us from buying textbooks or access code for classes and from utilizing the priority registration process afforded to athletes. This in turn causes delays in our registration, often causing us to enroll in classes days or weeks after they have already started. Professors often do not allow us to make up the work that we have already missed, which places us in a posture of playing catch up for the entire semester. Dr. Robinson, when we signed our letters of intent to become student athletes at FAMU, we agreed to perform at our peak in the classroom, on the field, and in the community. How can we realistically be expected to perform at a high level when we're concerned with having adequate academic resources and whether or not we will have a roof over our heads and nourishment for our bodies? Number 2, academic support and compliance. It was very damaging to the morale of our football team to read on various media outlets 26 FAMU football players ruled ineligible. This narrative implies that we are not performing in the classroom. In fact, that couldn't be further from the truth. The issue at hand is not academic performance, but procedural issues within the registrar's office, compliance department, and academic advisement. For instance, Isaiah Land, our All-American defensive end, who was singled out as the highest profile of our teammates, unable to compete in our first game, was misadvised. He was instructed to take 3 2-credit-hour courses this summer in order to meet satisfactory progress toward his degree. He did so and passed all 3 courses. It was determined last week at the beginning of the fall semester that Isaiah actually needed 3 additional hours during the summer, which would not have been an issue had he received proper advisement. This situation left Isaiah 3 credits hours shy of satisfactory progress toward his degree, deeming him academically ineligible. At the root of this issue is the fact that our academic advisement and compliance offices are understaffed. The compliance office consists of 1 person who has no subject matter expertise in athletic compliance.
No.
How can this person be expected to certify over 300 athletes in a timely manner? You stated in your address on yesterday that we have shared a commitment to a culture of accountability and compliance. Are the actions and staffing plans of the current university and athletic administration in alignment with this statement? Our campus partners also share responsibility in this fiasco. During the admissions process, several of us had to submit academic transcripts, letters of recommendations, and immunization records multiple times because prior submissions were either misplaced or never forwarded to the proper departments. Currently, we have multiple players that have been deemed unable to participate in competition because of simple tasks such as changing of majors, conferring of degrees, and the submission of grades have not been completed promptly. One such player submitted a change of a major form on August 10th, and it has yet to be completed by his advisor or department. Is this the fulfillment of our university motto, excellent with caring? 3, summer school. Dr. Robinson, because of our athletic obligations in the fall and spring semesters, summer school is vital to the academic success of our team. It is imperative that our scholarships cover at least part-time enrollment for summer term. Additionally, football games are not won during the football season. They are won in the grueling workouts and team activities during the winter, spring, and summer months. In the summer of 2021, we were provided tuition of up to 6 credit hours plus room and board. We were able to transform our bodies and develop into a championship caliber team. This summer, your administration decided not to provide housing or meals for us during summer school. This decision has had a detrimental effect on our preparation for the 2022 season. Many of us were not able to maintain or increase our body weights because of lack of nutrition. Most of us found minimum wage employment because of educational and athletic obligations. We were unable to work enough hours to fully provide for our needs. Do you think that the same conditions are placed on players of the University of North Carolina or Jackson State? You claim to support us, but support is much more than cheering for us during games or offering a few kind words after a victory. Number 4, underrepresentation. We are in the midst of the search for the next athletic director at FAMU. It was very disheartening that there is no student athlete representation on the 18-member search committee, nor were there any discussions held with us regarding the characteristics or qualifications of our next leader. In contrast, every elected Student Government Association president is seated on the University Board of Trustees. It is important that students' voices are considered in shaping the future of this institution. Concerning the next athletic director, it is our belief that the individual selected should have extensive administrative experience from successful NCAA member institutions, an efficient organizational structure model to address current existing personal deficits, and a proven track record of successful fundraising. The idea of placing a person in a need position because of the ties to FAMU is not appealing to all of us. We need fresh ideas and innovation to achieve the level of excellence that FAMU athletics are capable of. And last, underappreciation. Dr. Robinson, the NCAA allows players to receive 4 tickets for all games in which we participate. That has been the standard since we arrived at FAMU. Last week, we were informed that the current athletic administration had reduced the number of tickets that we received from 4 to 2. This decision left our family and friends who had already made arrangements to travel to Chapel Hill scrambling to purchase expensive tickets to see us play. Our family and support system should not be burdened in this manner. The vast majority of them incur hotel and travel expenses, and the facilitation of game tickets should require minimal effort from our athletic administration. On Friday, after much dialogue with our team, we decided to play at UNC. We determined that we would not play for this institution, but for our families, teammates, classmates, and our rabid fan base and our coaches who have prepared us and love us. We played our guts out, and in the process, 2 of our teammates suffered season-ending injuries. After the game, we decided to protest the Marching 100's playing of the Florida song and FAMU alma mater by kneeling during both songs. We will continue to do so until significant changes that facilitate a positive student-athlete experience are made. We will not sing a song that begins College of Love and Charity when we feel neither from this university. Dr. Robinson, this letter is not a personal attack, but a demand for positive change and a cultural shift in the current direction of FAMU athletics. We came to FAMU to better our lives, and we are expressing concern about impediments to that goal. We are not interested in further empty dialogue with you or your staff. We want to see changes made now. We have given our bodies and shed blood, sweat, and tears on behalf of the institution. It is time for FAMU to reciprocate. And this is signed by over 88 members of the football team.
Wow. Wow.
You heard it here live, Scotty, on Offscript News.
Wow. What, you know, you're an alum. You know, how when you reading that, and I know you read it previously, what were some of the thoughts and feeling, you know, you being an alum?
Well, I'm going to take a different tack, and then I'm going to say my feelings. I'm proud of these young men because, see, what a lot of people don't do is speak up for themselves.
Facts.
These young men are speaking up for future football players and for future athletes. And sometimes you got to take a stand. And when you take that stand, that makes you better. So now it's time for FAMU to look at themselves in the mirror and really want to be the holistic university that we claim to be. Because we do talk about the College of Love and Charity. But where's the charity to these young men? Where's the commitment to these young men? These young men are representatives of Florida A&M, University, not the football team, the university. And in the greatest pride, they went out there and showed what the heart of FAMU was up at Chapel Hill, North Carolina. So if we can't support them, then what are we really talking about?
Facts.
Because, see, they represented the university when the university didn't represent them. So for me, it's heartbreaking, but it's needed because now the light has been shown. And this is a letter that was well written. It wasn't written by some lawyer. This was written by the players. This is a factual letter. It is signed by all of them, handed to me to be reported. So I hope that our president, who I know loves FAMU, takes this at heart and start to understand that we have to take this serious. And we have to start respecting this because everybody knows athletic programs help build your university. Successful athletic programs help build your university. They help with fundraising. So just as easy he can go out there and drink that liquor and get that money for academics, he can go drink some liquor and get that money for athletics. And that's what we want to see. So I'm disappointed in the administration, but I'm proud of my fellow Rattlers that are athletes. That's my honest assessment, Scotty.
You know,
that's my honest assessment.
I appreciate that, Mr. Cameron. I appreciate your insight. You know, you being close to the situation and, you know, you being a Rattler through and through, and being, you know, being a SWAC historian through and through, you know what I'm saying? Seeing it if you were advising Larry, because this is I always love your mindset when it comes to the other side of the fence, because you're really good at putting your shoes on both people, you know what I'm saying? So if you were advising Larry Robinson, what would be your first play to kind of settle the dust around the situation and going forward so people can believe in your, you know, you being still keeping your job?
Well, here's the thing. The best leaders are the ones that accept responsibility when there's failure. When you hear the buck stops with me and I own this and I'm going to be better, that's what I want to hear from President Robinson. I want him to acknowledge his failure. Not to make me feel good, but the fact that you know you have failed and you know you have to do better. Because until you acknowledge that you have failed, nothing's going to change. So I need for you to acknowledge it, and then for you to come out with a plan. Not platitudes, a plan. There's a difference. We're going to hire a qualified AD. That qualified AD is going to have X amount of compliance people. Going forward, we will make sure that our athletes are all on course to graduate. We are going to make sure that our athletes are taken care of. I am personally going to check in with the AD to make sure these milestones are met. I'm going to make sure, I'm going to hand it off to the AD and come back and hope that you all are in the Celebration Bowl. Because that's part of his job. Part of his job. It is Florida A&M University. Florida A&M football is not a professional program. It is part of the university.
Absolutely.
That he oversees. So I want him to come out and own it first. Because every great leader has accepted failure when they fail. Every great president, every great CEO, when they've had a challenge and something happens on their watch and they get on there and say, we understand we made a mistake and we're going to fix it. Because that's what you want to hear. But when people don't see you, when you don't engage, you don't make yourself public, then guess what people do? They question you. They want to know what you're hiding. Why hasn't he said anything? Does he really care? See, you bring that on yourself. But if you come out and say, you know what? I've made a mistake. I have not given this as much attention as I should have, and that's on me. But I'm going to be here, and we are going to make all our athletic programs self-sufficient and sustainable. That's what's got to happen. And until that happens, we're going to constantly have this problem. Because the fact that the players, 88 players, Scotty, which is the whole team, basically, right?
Basically.
Walk on there. What, we got 65 scholarships at that level?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yes, sir.
So that is every player signed the letter that are not only, these are not professional football. These are your students that attend FAMU, that clearly spend money to attend FAMU, obviously.
Facts.
So they're not getting a free ride. So that lets you know their commitment to Florida A&M University. So like he said, we are putting our money, our time, our bodies on the line to represent this university. Because what they do know is that if they get a FAMU education, they will go far in life, a la Bishop Bonnet. So they understand what they can receive. But we got to help them get to that point. We should not get to this point where we have an 8-page letter that takes damn near 4 minutes to read for the message to get out. And think about what he said. He said, we got 18 members on a committee,
and not
one of them is an athlete.
Yeah, that's crazy. None of them represent the students.
Now you think about, now let's be honest. We have athletes that have high GPAs, that are captains, that are leaders on their campus. You don't think they don't have an insight? Would you not want to know with the players? Because think about what he's saying. If I'm an athletic director, what does the athletic director do? He meets with the player. Tell me, guys, what do you guys need? Because part of that is for him to go get it. That's part of the athletic director's job, to empower his student athletes. Hey, what do you going to need? Let's think about what Gaucher did. We needed muscle milk. We needed this. He went and put together plans to get this type of stuff for the players. Even to the silly little snack machine that the guy asked about. You remember that?
Yeah.
Even the littlest things, those things matter. So the fact that this young men acknowledged this and said this lets you know they're not just football players, Scotty. They're not, look, yuck. These men care. These young men are going to be successful in life. Did you see any of them abandon Florida A&M University? Did you hear in that letter, we're quitting? We're not coming back? You didn't hear that, did you?
No.
So if they're not quitting on FAMU don't quit on them.
I think that a lot of people need to understand what the kids really did for FAMU, because that was a bill that the school was not ready to pay. If the kids did not decide to play that game at UNC on Saturday, that is a check that FAMU would have had to come out at least, because usually your breakout clause is either half of what it was or more than what you're supposed to get, because it makes you not want to break out.
I don't mean to cut you off, but let's talk about that. See, and think about this. The clause is different when there would have been a buyout. Say FAMU got to play NDSU or something. They had to quickly switch it up. This is not that. This is the day of the game.
Absolutely.
So the penalties for that would have been very severe, because with North Carolina, because it's different when you tell me a month or 2 months, then I can schedule something, and I got North Carolina got the band and the folks ready in there, brother, in the building. The white folks are printing T-shirts, bro.
Got speakers and everything.
The white folks is learning we shall overcome and everything. They having their white guilt moment. They say, you know what? We ain't racist. Look, we welcome these folks. Man, that was a beautiful sellout. And kudos to the University of North Carolina, because I have been to several games when HBCUs have played PWI, and it has not looked like that. It has been very hostile in some of these environments. So the way they celebrated and the unity between the two universities, that was impressive.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're right. And North Carolina ain't gonna be like, yeah, bro, because see, the thing about it is, that's not like sometimes, like this happens in Florida all the time. Hurricane season hits, right? And the teams can't play. Hey man, we can't go because the hurricane's coming. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And even all the way up to Tallahassee, the rainstorms and stuff, you know, hey, we can't come. It's not safe for us to leave and all that. That's understandable. This right here, like they said, it could have been prevented. And the fact that these young men, because you know what they did? They played for their brothers, and they played for their name on the back of the jersey that wasn't on the back of the jersey.
That's real.
Because Xavier Smith said, you know what? I'm a football player. I'm going to show y'all I can play football. That's what he showed, that he could play on that level. That kid had 10 catches. He showed he could play. Those young men on the defensive line without Isaiah Land, they held their own against a line that outrated them by 20 pounds. They played for their name. And look at what they know the FAMU faithful appreciate that. I am very proud of those young men. Everybody that's a FAMU friend, family, relative, alumnus, supporter, were very proud of what those young men. And most of the people that were not haters respected the effort that they gave Saturday night.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Because they represented HBCUs well. They show what the heart of what HBCUs are. Hey, man, we don't have a lot, but we play with a lot of heart. That's what we're built from. That's what we're made of. We have the least, but that don't mean we can't be the best. So that's really what is critical about this situation and what bothers me the most. So I hope with this week, which has all this visibility, that the president now can't hide anymore. Because we haven't heard from him. He's made the blatant statement, you know, we're proud of our players, but the players are not proud of you. So make the players proud. Be the person that, from what I've heard, Dr. Robinson, an outstanding man, and I know he loves FAMU. Let's give time and attention to this. And let's move forward, and let's be better. That's what we want to see. Let's be better. Because FAMU is one of the flagship HBCUs. So it is double when something like this is exposed by us. Because they say, hey, if this is one of your best universities, what do you think about this?
That's real.
We have to carry the manner. The FAMUs, the North Carolina A&Ts, the Southern, the Jack States, the Grambling. Because we got to defend people like Alcorn and other little schools and Valley that are fighting. We have to be the best so they can have room to grow. And that's really what I think, man. So, you know, I'm not going to, you know, I'm going to let you have the show back, but I wanted to make that. So now, Allison Posey, we beat you to it. We had the letter first. So just to let you know, on Offscript News Network, we get the news first. We get the real news. We don't do fake news around here. So that's the real news.
Breaking news, you know what I'm saying? FAMU football letter to the president. Here first, live.
All right, man. Talk to you.
No problem, Mr. Campbell. Appreciate the call. Hey, for the Bama, what's his name? Seabass? Seabass. Yeah, Seabass. Let me talk to you, Seabass. Hey, man, listen. Y'all just spot Satura. Y'all just trash. PV's garbage. Nobody cares about people. Nobody cares about people. Nah, I'm just playing, but nobody cares about it. I'm kind of playing, but I'm kind of serious. Hey, Rocky, coming to you, man. Hey, Rocky, live.
Hey, man. What's up? Hey, man. I love the game, man, and shout out to FAMU and everybody, man. They played great, but they didn't show one shot of FAMU fans at the game of the night. So did no one not show up, or? Oh no, it was packed. Oh no, you gotta ESPN likes to show white people, but you know what I'm saying, like, but I will say, like, from the independent media sources, yeah, FAMU was in that jank deep. That, yeah, the band was rocking too. I ain't even the band guy, but I can say the band was rocking. No, man, and like I say, I'm looking forward to the game this weekend, man. And you know what one of the things I was most impressed with is that FAMU's discipline and their execution did not stick out like a sore thumb, like in some other games I've seen where HBCUs were playing PWI, you know, where the execution and the discipline level was not functioning at a high level. And I don't know if it was Musa being a quarterback or what, man, but FAMU's execution, their game plan looked, you know, like they were executing very well. And defensively, for them to execute to the point to where, for all intents and purposes, that Downs kid was shut down. I just thought that was a amazing accomplishment by the team that showed how prepared they were, how ready to play they were, even under very adverse circumstances. So, like Mr. Campbell said, man, the FAMU faithful should be was represented well, and they should be proud of those guys.
No, absolutely. I think the thing
because they say, hey, this is one of your.
Go ahead.
I think the thing that got when you talk to a lot of people out around the FAMU brand, they would say, or I talk to a lot of coaches that, you know, after the game, they say, well, that what you saw was Willie Simmons. Like, that's the style of offense that Willie Simmons has been known to run and wants to be a part of. And I think Musa just allows that style to come out a little bit easier. It's that Ryan Stanley, Musa, like that's the style of play that he wants to do. So that's why you saw it at a high level, because that's what he likes to do. What he did with McKay was, you know, I have to respect it. He coached to his talent. He's like, hey, he can't do what I want him to do, but he can do this and we can still be effective. And then you have that bad man Bishop Bonnet in the backfield that makes everything go around as well. So I think that, but I definitely think going forward throughout the season, you're going to see that spread attack in full force, because they have the guys that.
And this is what I guarantee, Scotty. This is what I guarantee. 7 points, they're gonna win the game against FAMU on Sunday.
Oh, that's
for sure.
Yeah, that's a negative. Oh, yeah, that's a negative.
Yeah. I guarantee they're gonna put up at least 21 points on Jackson State. And if Jackson State has problems getting to 21, it's gonna be they're gonna take a L, because at the end of the day, FAMU, if Musa goes down, they put in McKay. I ain't gonna promise it. But if Musa stays upright and stays in the game all 4 quarters, they definitely gonna put up 21 points on any defense in the FCS for sure.
That's real.
Hey, I'm willing to guarantee that.
Hey, appreciate the call, though, Rock.
All right.
All right. You know what it is, guys. Hey, I got bills to pay. So let me take a quick commercial break. It's going to be super quick. I'm going to drop my little commercial and we're going to get right back into it.
Get your pickup orders at the same time as your prescriptions at Walgreens.
I got bills to pay. I'll be trying to tell you I got bills to pay. Walgreens, make sure you go get you some Walgreens when you're door dashing and all that extra jazz and stuff like that. Coming to, let me see, 0527, you live. Well, you're not live. I'm about to come to you right now. Now you're live.
All right. What's up, Scotty? Hey, man, check this out. Calling you. I'm a FAMU alum. Let me just say this much, man. I just joined, and so I didn't get the full gist of what the letter was. But let me also just say this much, man. I have been sounding the alarm for months about the staffing issues with FAMU and the athletic department. And also, man, one of the things that I noticed that was just, it really pissed me off was this right here, man. We had lost an equipment manager, right?
Yeah.
So one of the things that really pissed me off, man, was that look at the game again. We already went in the game with like only 7 offensive linemen. All of the offensive linemen out there, except for one, did not have knee braces on. That's almost unheard of nowadays, where you're supposed to have a knee brace on. So guess what happens? You get a lineman that's injured that is tore his ACL. It's crazy, man. 7 offensive linemen, all of them out there without knee braces on. That's crazy. Now, again, I don't know if that was a situation where, because we don't have equipment manager, that's what happened. But you don't have a situation, you don't have only 7 offensive linemen and they out there without knee braces on, and then one of the guys tears ACL. That's crazy, man.
No, you're absolutely right. I usually say, I see that in high school. Everybody got them double knee braces on, you know what I'm saying? Them big thick janks, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't even peep it.
Right. But hey, I'm going to call you back because I want Kofi to be on, because we talked about this one of the things I was telling him about, some of the issues that comes up with the defensive backfield. I'll call you tonight on the afterglow show, and we'll talk about that too, man. So but I just want to point that out as one of the issues, man.
Hey, no problem. Appreciate the call.
All right.
All right, let me show. Let me see video file. Do. Let me see if this is the right one.
Get your pickup orders at the same time as your prescriptions at Walgreens.
If you're searching online for high-quality premium cigars, look no further than slowburnwaco.com. Slow Burn is a black-owned, consistent, customer-centric cigar retailer with dope-ass cigars, featuring boutique brands and a wide variety of well-known brands.
When you order at slowburnwaco.com, Keisha and Rocky Miller will ensure that your cigars are carefully inspected before they are packaged, making sure your order arrives on time and in the best condition. So make your next move your best move and order some sticks at slowburnwaco.com.
Get your sticks on Route 66. Get yourself some sticks. Hey, you see Ty in the building. I told y'all, Ty, she made this sweatshirt for me for my birthday. Ty, people want to know, you know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all do your thing with that. All right, go get your sticks from Slow Burn on Route 66. All right, listen, when you order from Slow Burn, all right, I got me a little promotion code if you want to get you some discounts. Hold up. All right, listen. If you put in Offscript TV, you get 20% off. If you a smoker, you like your sticks, black-owned businesses, you put Offscript TV, you get 20%. All right, get 20% off on Slow Burn. Make sure you go get yourself some. All right, going to my boy Bridges. What's up, Bridges? You live?
Man, forget all. What's up? Forget Offscript TV. This is Offscript Network, man. You got 3 channels. What's up, man? Holla at my boy, man. This nigga out here rapping while he trapping and selling and having ass out here, man. Get them likes up, man.
Get the likes up.
He got commercials now. What's up? What's up? I'm lit with you, Scotty. I'm here with you. We live and full of man. My boy shouted out here. And guess what? All the haters can do what, Scotty?
If I make you feel some type of way, low key, you just hit a hey. Come on, Bree. I love it, Bridges. Talk to me.
Let's get it. But all jokes aside, man, these boys put the student and the student athlete.
Come on.
They literally game plan everything, man. Like I think that's why the reason they didn't leave. They really game plan everything from Friday all the way until Monday. And that's a testament to Coach Willie Simmons, because none of this would have happened. I say none of this probably wouldn't have happened in the way it would have happened and how they did things if it wasn't for Coach Willie. You know, just about them delaying from getting to the game, how hard they played the game.
Facts.
You know, kneeling when the band is playing their song, coming back and, first thing Monday morning or first thing when they came back, writing a letter, make sure it's well structured, making sure they have key points, things that they want and need and they demand. Like, they're demanding these things because, like, this is a testament. You serve everybody else on school, but you don't serve us.
That come on, say that. Say that again. People missed that in the back. You gotta say that one again.
You serve everybody else on school, but you don't serve us. Like that's crazy. And just like you talk about all the time, Scotty. Like, you have kids, you can't outshine that one kid, give everything that one kid and not give the other kids the same thing.
Come on.
If everybody get Nike, if one kid get Nike,
they all get Nikes.
Exactly. You can't leave these boys out because at the end of the day, these boys is making you more money than anybody on campus.
Absolutely.
Keep that. Coach Willie is doing his job, going hell to high water, and doing his job and making the school look good for you, Dr. Larry Robinson. Because if it weren't for Willie Simmons, who say we'll have a 5 and 6 season, keep having a 5 and 6 season? Like, come on. These should really be your boys. And to the testament about the uniforms and the equipment, yeah, the equipment manager left. So think about this, Scotty. You working underneath somebody part-time. They don't tell you everything because, they usually handle all the big stuff and all go out and get the stuff and all this other stuff. Then next thing you know, he quit. So you're a part-time worker and now you got to figure out everything by yourself. Then Gaucher gone and everybody else gone. There's only 2-3 people in the office and you ain't got no help. So you got to figure out everything from scratch. It's no help all the way around that athletic department. And and think about this, Scotty. That's one equipment manager for all sports.
What?
That's full time. Yes. One equipment manager full time for all sports. So think about it. So what's in season right now, Scotty? Golf, volleyball, and football. So guess what he got to do with interns? He got to do all that by himself. Think about it, man.
That's crazy. Think
about it. Yeah, it's crazy. So this stuff keep piling up. And next thing you know, the water boiling. When the water start coming out that pot, something serious now. So he better get these problems and nip it in the bud now before the water start boiling over that pot.
Man, I feel for them boys. I really do, man. Hey, but as always, Bridge, I appreciate the call, my boy.
All right, peace out.
Double T, double O, talk to me.
Whoa, what's going on, Playboy?
What's good? Well, I know that I see that 410. I already know what it is.
You know what it is. So, anytime anybody point these shortcomings out about HBCUs before they happen or they happen in the past is hate. But the football player up north of the state, they got, about the housing. Who was the Alcorn last season had to stop practicing because of the trainers and stuff.
Facts.
Now, FAMU the advisors and stuff. Recruits see this. Parents see this stuff. Y'all hurt yourself without all, the white people taking this from them. A recruiter or player look at this and be like, look, man, I won't go ahead. They can't keep me eligible to play ball. I'm gonna lose a year, something like that. And then it's all over the news. You're supposed to be playing UNC. You're supposed to make sure all your ducks in order.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And, every time I say something or you say something that's truth, until now they gotta face it. Y'all gotta face it, So I let it ride for a while, I heard my name ringing, Stephen Campbell want to say something or whatever. Say stuff that makes sense. How am I an agent? Who am I an agent for? I mean, let me know, Offscript, who would I be an agent for?
I mean,
all this stuff is public. It's public information. So who paying me? And what's the outcome of it? What the agent gonna get from it? Who the agency? Who they gonna get from it? All that stuff that happened in the past, you supposed to use that as motivation for now. That boy that's up Norfolk State, that coach BS him. He playing with his life. He playing with his time. That play football. He supposed to tell him, look, you might be up here eating cornflakes and stuff like that. This was going to happen. If he knew that was what was going to happen, he wouldn't have been online complaining about it and talking about he transferring. So anytime, Stephen Campbell want to say this, Stephen Campbell 3 years ago, president of FAMU, was at the same meeting in Maryland that I was. Let's meet the same person that I was. You want to ask? I can tell you exactly where he was at 3 years ago. You want to say something about Cotton State? Me and my homeboy did business with Cotton State. I probably did more business with an HBCU than y'all, and I ain't go to one. What is all this? If you don't go to an HBCU, like y'all racist against a black person because they ain't go to an HBCU? I mean, so Chris Paul shouldn't have did nothing? Robert Smith shouldn't have did nothing for y'all? That's what y'all saying?
So it's like this. It's like this.
Deion Sanders ain't go to a black college.
He went to Talladega, but I get what you're saying. This is the thing that I had to learn. And you know, me and you, we from the same. We move around the same area, so you already know how we think. But my thing is this: a lot of HBCUs get very sensitive in the fact of if you criticize them or you say their downfalls or their faults without coming with some type of solution, or they feel just because you didn't graduate from an HBCU, you can't come up with a solution. But I look at it, you know, on the outside looking in, I'm like, you're not doing very well by yourself, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of, like, let's be real. What is going on with FAMU and the football team is not somebody white doing it. You're doing it to yourself. You're self-sabotaging yourself. So I get what you're saying. I just think that, you know, it's like if you're in a family, right? And like your cousin's talking mess about your mom, or your cousin's talking mess about your brother, but then when somebody you don't know comes in and talks mess, you're like, yo, whoa. You don't know us like that. It's that type of feel. And we all as black people do it. You already know what it is. If you family can all crack jokes on each other, but once an outsider comes in and cracks jokes, you're like, bro, we don't even know you like that, bro. Like, chill. You know what I'm saying? And that's how they look at their HBCUs.
Facts, but outsiders gonna give you the best criticism because they ain't got no skin in the game.
But
on
then,
top of that, what you doing here? Be tougher than that, man. Change your pads, man. Pull your skirts, man.
But you also got to look at it like this. You just because you're an outsider doesn't mean that you do have the best interest, right? Because you don't, just like you don't have any loyalty towards us, you don't have no loyalty towards us doing good or doing bad. So your advice could be bad. Your advice could be good. You see what I'm saying? So we have to see it on both sides of the fence to understand, like, you know, not everybody, like I said, not every skin folk is kinfolk. You know what I'm saying? Just because you're a black man giving advice it doesn't mean that advice is well received or is going to do well towards the situation. But you can't block out everything and say, well, just because you didn't graduate from an HBCU, you don't know what you're talking about. You see what I'm saying? So I think there's a middle point that we all have to figure out when it comes to outsiders and the people who are HBCU graduates.
It's true. If you make something undeniable, no matter what people say, it don't matter though. Like Mike Tyson. Anybody say Mike Tyson can't fight, people gonna look at you like you stupid. You know what I'm saying? So if you out here balling, HBCU, PWI, whatever college, you out here, they say, oh, HBCUs, y'all football is JV, y'all high school something. If you out here beating top FCS teams, everybody look at them stupid, like, yeah, you stupid. When people used to talk that about North Carolina A&T, yeah, they had an 18-0 run. Oh, they can't play ball. You stupid. You know, I ain't gonna look at you like, all right, like, make it undeniable then. They can't say nothing. Oh, they look stupid.
So something, like I said, two things can both be true, right? There is an undeniable fact that there has been self-sabotage at HBCUs. But at the same time, there's also undeniable facts that back up that they have also been underfunded for a substantial amount of years. So it's like, let me give you an example, right? So if you do like a scientific study of rats or whatever, and you throw in just a little bit of food, you'll see why rats are fighting and they're not sharing the food, because they feel like it's such a scarcity that they're like, yo, I got to get it for myself. And that's where a lot of HBCUs are at. A lot of HBCUs aren't in the boat of, yo, let's come together, let's figure this thing out, and let's powwow with other people, and let's figure out how we can grow our brand and our niche to where we want it to be, instead of looking for white validation for everything. You get what I'm saying? So it's a lot. Listen, there's so many variables in this thing that I'm not saying they're all true, but they all can have some sense of truth to them. So, but hey, man, Double T, I always appreciate the call, bro. Respect.
Good show, man. Do your thing.
All right, boy. Hey, David, I'm gonna skip you. I'm gonna go to Mr. Campbell because I know he called in because he heard his name. Hey, what's up, Mr. Campbell?
Scotty, once again, Offscript News Network has more news to report.
Oh, Lordy.
This one is very concerning. Coming directly out of Florida A&M, Tallahassee, Florida. FAMU is not letting the SWAC assist them in cleaning up the cluster F that's happening and being resistant.
Are you serious?
There are issues going on right now. Number two, Florida A&M is denying access to files that players that are deemed ineligible because they are going to sue, FAMU is not turning those files over that they've submitted to the NCAA.
Oh my God. Are you serious right now?
Scotty, this is news that we are very concerned about. We are waiting for a response from Florida A&M University about these issues. More news at 11.
Wow. Appreciate the breaking news. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. Hey. Breaking news. Mr. Campbell just called in and said that FAMU is resisting the help from the SWAC office in assisting in compliance and is not willing to turn over the documents they sent to the NCAA. If that doesn't scream, that Bama needs to be fired today. If there's not an emergency injunction by the board of who's ever on the board of trust, somebody send me on Twitter the board of trustees. I'm calling every one of these Bamas out because there's no possible way that listen, you know I don't care for Dr. McLean. All right? You know I don't care. But when Charles McClellan is opening up his SWAC office to help assist your dumb selves for putting the self that you put yourself in, how do you not accept that? One word, corruption. Come on, Vaughn. Come on, Vaughn. One word, corruption. What are we doing? What are we doing? This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. The board of trustees at FAMU need to get their stuff together. ASAP. ASAP. And if I was the commissioner of the SWAC, I'm pulling rank on something. David, coming to you. You live.
What's going on, man? First of all, glad you got the channel back.
Appreciate it.
Congratulations. Second of all, FAMU show hard out there on Saturday night against UNC. I think I said that yesterday, but they show real hard. They show real good. They play for their school. They play for themselves. They play for their families. They play for Willie. The main thing, they play for Willie. Now, getting down to the nitty gritty, you're resisting the help from the SWAC, and we all know the SWAC, you know, with bad business deals and all that other stuff like that, what they got going on. But you mean to tell me that the SWAC offer you help to make sure that you get your players certified, and you gonna turn it down for what? What sense does that make? That makes no sense. So now, if I'm the student athlete, I'm on Larry Robinson's head. I'm telling them, I'm going to the board of trustees and telling them, hey, y'all need to get him out of there. Y'all need to clean house
now
to get him out of there right
now.
You should not right now. You should have did it yesterday. You should have called a special meeting yesterday and try to. You should have got him out yesterday. Like. That's not you saying you love that. You say you love FAMU, but that ain't loving FAMU like that. That's not loving FAMU. That's not loving your players. They're your student athletes because that's what they are. They students first, and then they athletes second. But that's not loving them. And you saying that you got all this love for them, that they did this and did that, bro? You full, man. Excuse my language. You full of shit.
You ain't wrong for it. You are not wrong for it.
They got this, bro. Just now, listening just ran me hot. And the letters that they sent they wrote for the president was well written and well spoken. And bro, they gotta get their shit together. I'm gonna say it just like that.
I feel
you. I'm gonna hit y'all later, man.
All right, bro. Appreciate the call, Bendy. Man, listen. Somebody, budget names. Board of trustees name. Richard Lawson, Kelvin Lawson, Vice Chair Kimberly Moore, do your job. Do your job. Do your job today. You need to form an emergency injunction and get that Bama. Listen. Are we really? Hold on, man. Y'all about to set me off real quick. Y'all about to. Listen. I done just got my channel back, man, and y'all already doing some foolishness. I just got my channel back, and y'all already on some foolishness. Y'all trying to get me in trouble off the rip, bro. Off the rip. Let me see let me see if I can find my stuff. That ain't it. Let me see. Cause y'all. Let me see. I'll find it later. Dre, coming to you.
Man, that's sad. The only reason why you turn down help is that you don't want nobody to really know how bad it is.
Man,
it's almost like I needed my car fixed. I try to fix it myself, and I don't want to call for help because I might tell you, you know what, it might be the alternator, but I really just blew a head gasket. Anybody that knows anything about cars, a head gasket is basically in for your car.
Yeah, done.
So yeah, so I think bringing somebody outside, they're gonna know.
How bad?
They're gonna know where the body. They're gonna be like, okay, they really incompetent. Because right now it's hearsay.
Yeah.
No one really knows how bad it is. They just know, okay, 20-some people ineligible. Everything's hearsay. When you let somebody in from the outside with a fresh set of eyes, they could tell you, oh, nah, they running this gym like a mom and pop shop.
That's real.
That's why you sit there and you don't accept help, which is, hey, I'd rather you say I need help, but whoever the president has to go ASAP. Like I feel for the student athletes, and I feel for Willie Simmons because I know half of them wants to quit immediately, but he's there for his kids. And to be truthful, even if Larry Robinson does everything that's on that letter, he still needs to go because he can't be trusted. You need a president that understands what athletics does. You need somebody who doesn't have to be forced, doesn't have to be put on blast. You need somebody that understands that.
Crazy. Man, I love the analogy. I absolutely love when you get somebody real looking at your car that really know what they doing. They be like, what was you doing? Duct tape?
Exactly. You ain't putting no oil in it and 5,000 miles?
Man, you got electric tape holding the pipes together. What is this? Like, I love it. I absolutely love it, Dre. Great call, bro.
Appreciate it.
All right. Listen, we're gonna take a quick commercial break. All right, and I'm gonna explain to y'all out there what's wrong with the whole situation. I'm gonna explain to y'all right after this commercial break.
Get your pickup orders at the same time as your prescriptions at Walgreens.
If you're searching online for high-quality premium cigars, look no further than slowburnwaco.com. Slow Burn is a black-owned, consistent, customer-centric cigar retailer with dope-ass cigars, featuring boutique brands and a wide variety of well-known brands.
When you order at slowburnwaco.com, Keisha and Rocky Miller will ensure that your cigars are carefully inspected before they are packaged, making sure your order arrives on time and in the best condition. So make your next move your best move and order some sticks at slowburnwaco.com.
Order your sticks on Route 66, baby. Go to Slow Burn, get yourself some cigar sticks. All right, if you use the promo code Offscript TV, you get 20% off. All right, if you use the promo code Offscript TV, you get that's 2 T's, Offscript TV. All right, you get promotion, you get 20% off. Listen, All right, before we get up out of here, because we done had so much breaking news. Man, we done came back hot on this Monday. And I am getting y'all through y'all work day. I know a lot of y'all like, man, Scotty, I just need another hour. You can get me through my work day. I'm going to bless you. I'm going to get you through it, all right? Order your sticks today. Listen, is this the guy we talking about? Is this the guy y'all scared of? Y'all need to get this man out of office. Looking like Jeffrey. Y'all better get Jeffrey out of office. What is we doing? Come on, man. I like that Uncle Ben with the rice. Absolutely. Come on, man. This is the guy. This is the guy, Jeffrey. You see who he kicking it with? He kicking it with Swiper. Okay? And we all know what Swiper does to Dora. He be stealing stuff. All right? Swiper, no swiping. Come on, man. Stop it. Stop it. All right, listen, I got these Board of Trustees names. I'm about to read these Bamas off, and I'm about to get up out of here. They have to do better, okay? They got to do better. Let me bring this up real quick. All right, you already know how I get down. I'm for the streets. This is off the public page of Trust Directory. Trust leader, Chair Kevin Lawson. Do your job. Kevin Lawson, you're wearing the tie. You're repping the green and orange. Do your job. Who's next? Kimberly Moore. Do your job. I need an emergency and I need an emergency injunction. Board of Trustees, let me see. What? Let me go. Let me see if they got some learn more about the Board of Trustees, blah, blah, blah. Let me go back. Who else in here? Anne Marie Cavoso. Do your job. Who else in this part? Y'all love y'all love the titles. Otis, what's that, Cialis? Otis Cialis the second. Do your job. You ain't even wearing FAMU colors, Otis. Ain't nobody coming to see you. Who else is next on here? Smokey Robinson Jr. Thomas Dortch, do your job. I need an emergency injunction ASAP. Smokey Robinson, Peebo Bryson looking like. Stop playing with me. Who else? Oh my God. Michael Dubose. Do your job, Michael. Y'all Bamas need to do your job. Kristen, I love the colors, Kristen. I love the colors. I love the colors. I love them. That's nice. Shout out to Kristen. I like what she got going on. I like it. I like her spirit. I ain't even gonna mess with you, Kristen. I love the colors. Shout out to you. But do your job, Kristen. I like you, Kristen. Mr. Belvin Perry Jr. Get a better picture and do your job. Who else is in? Craig Reed, do your job. Who else? Kevin Kenworth, do your job. Who else on here? Nicole, do your job. All the Board of Trustee members, do your job. Stop it. Do your job. Last caller. 6360. Hey, caller, you live.
Good morning. How are you? Good
What's
afternoon.
up?
How are you?
What's up? You live. Talk to me. What's up?
I have an interesting question.
Talk to me.
Given the players were ineligible to play in the game Saturday, if they practice, would they be eligible, or would they be ineligible because they
Yeah, usually, like even in high school, you wouldn't want players who aren't cleared to practice because if they get hurt, that's a liability because they're not supposed to be practicing anyway. So you can get an NCAA violation if a kid is not cleared, they get hurt. You know what I'm saying? That's they can sue you. You know what I'm saying? Because they weren't even supposed to be on the field. So if you're not cleared, you're not supposed to be practicing.
That's what I thought. So are they going to be penalized for that?
I do not know. I hope they aren't, but could be, possibly.
I think that's going to be a problem, Scotty. I really think that's going to be a problem. They were allowed to practice with the team when they're ineligible.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing for me. I think the NCAA, they don't like the pinnacle of the NCAA is playing a player that is ineligible. That is the pinnacle of like that's like you lose a game. Your season can be disqualified if they catch you playing an ineligible player. Practicing, I don't know. That could be a school issue, but I know the NCAA does not play about players that are ineligible playing in games. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know if the practicing
I got
school thing, you get what I'm saying? So yeah.
Well, Scotty, if you're ineligible, you are not allowed to associate with the team and organize practices.
Listen, man, I ain't a compliance officer. You know what I'm saying? I would agree with you. It wouldn't make sense if you're not clear. Why are you on my field? But if the coach thought you were cleared, the player thinks he's cleared, you know what I'm saying? And you're not getting any word from the compliance to say different, then, you go with your best judgment.
I think the best is yet to come.
Yeah, man, listen, it's about to get gruesome. Like Jerry Springer. Jerry's about to get good. Appreciate the call, though, bro. Listen, man, I'm so serious about these board of trustees, man. I'm closing the call lines down. All right, I'm so serious about these board of trustee members. And the reason I say that is because people in those type of positions. They love the, oh yeah, I'm on the FAMU board of trustees. Yeah, I make sure you have us our game suite in our 4 or 5 chair. Like they love, and shout out to my cousin Richard Embry, one of the best D-line coaches in the business, defensive coach, D-line coach. If you need a defensive coach in college football, my cousin is the best guy doing it. He does it all. Defensive coordinator, D-backs, linebackers, D-line. He can do it absolutely all. So somebody hire my cousin. I think he's at another college right now, but y'all make sure y'all go reach out to him. He can do it all. But this is my issue with board of trustees members, right? Listen, man, it's just do your job. Do your job. Like hold Bama's accountable. Hold Bama's accountable, man. Just hold Bama's accountable. That's all I'm gonna ask. Listen. But I'm about to get up out of here. I didn't expect this to go this long. I appreciate all 555 people in here. Make sure you like the stream tonight. All 555 of y'all, plus y'all mama, y'all cousins, and y'all friends. We coming back for the Afterglow show tonight at 8 o'clock. From what I heard, it is a 50-50. Some people telling me he's not going to play. Some people telling me he is going to play in the cut. That's why I called it word on the street. You got some people saying he's going to play. Some people telling me he is not going to play. That's why I said uncertain to play. All right. So I'm going to give you that. Tonight, 8 o'clock, we come back with the Afterglow show. We're doing a post-game review for the FAMU game, Alabama State. We're going to talk about some week 1 matchups. You already know Wednesday, roundtable with my boy Blue. All right. So make sure you stay tuned to all that. And you already know what it is. Until next time, you know what I'm going to do. I'm a holla. God bless.